All right, we're going live. I'm just going to flick over to the page as I always do. And I'm very impressed that I'm here today. I'll tell you why in a moment. So there we go. Welcome, welcome. Or I should say, hello. I'm Kate, the Courageous Inspirer Coach. And I'm actually going to try and have a siesta straight after this. It's been a long night. Anyone with any children would understand this. So my son obviously has a very serious bug. First week at school, and yeah, we were up most of the night dealing with high temperatures, hallucinations, you name it, vomiting. I don't have to go on anymore. I don't think it's probably not what you want to hear because you're here to look at SWOT analysis, not squat, SWOT, SWOT. So if you come on live, before I get going, if you come on live, make sure you say hi, let me know that you're here. If you're watching this on the replay, provide some feedback. Let me know that you've watched the replay. If you didn't receive this guide on Tuesday, which is our freebie day, it's not too late. As usual, you've got till the end of the week to pop your hand up and we'll get it out to you. Okay, so the offers only last in the week. So if you're coming back 3 weeks later, we've already kind of moved on to the next topic. So really try and be aware and in your schedule, in your calendar, and all your busy lifestyles. I know that it's a lot going on, but knowing that every Tuesday we release a freebie, maybe keep your eye out. And not all of them might be what you're interested in, but you will notice a little bit of a shift in 2024, and that is that I'm very, I've become very targeted, I guess, or clearer in my messaging around my knowledge and ability to support women in business. Now, this can be women that have had a business for a little while, or it could be that you're in that transitional stage. So you're in that stage where perhaps you've been an employee for a long time and you're like, you're going to start your own business. This is where my guidance is very valuable, seeing that I've literally started my own business as an entrepreneur at the age of 24 and have never looked back. So I have never worked for anyone past that. So my knowledge in this area is great. And in particular, I guess I specialize a lot with women in the coaching or online consulting or brand partner affiliated sort of space. Because they are businesses that I have or now run, but certainly my businesses in the past are general knowledge. Okay, so SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. So whenever I do any work with any woman individually, but very much the businesses that I consult with, this is the space that we visit all the time. So for one business, for example, every month we have a day planning session, and this is literally what we do in that planning session. We look at what strengths we've currently got, look at the weaknesses we're identifying, what are new opportunities, and are there any threats? So this is not something, in my opinion, that you do once and then never look back at it. It's certainly something, and I do, that I actually look at this monthly. So I have a look at, what in my self-reflection, in my reset, in that reflection reset mode, what's kind of been the strength of what I've done, what's showing my strengths in feedback, testimonials, registration. So the data will be there. Yeah, the data will be there. Where are the weaknesses? You'll find that you haven't got the response or you haven't received what you thought you would receive. So the data again is there. Those opportunities are always there because you really should be very aware of your competitors. So you should be very aware of what is being offered out there all the time. And competition is healthy. I always say that. And those threats, what are those threats? What are the threats that, for me, often, where is the economy? What's happening with people's choices? What's a good offer, an irresistible offer? What's out of reach at the moment? All those sort of threats. So this document is just a really nice guide for you if you haven't perhaps done a lot of SWOT analysis work, and particularly if you never have. Okay, because it gives you some really good examples of how to move through. It's a very comprehensive document, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to show you why. Okay, so if you do come in, just make sure that you let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going. Okay, so because this is a document that I sort of need to work through rather than interact too much. All right, so just hang tight. We have had someone come through. Hello, Angela, my beautiful girl. We're just looking at the freebie that came out on Tuesday, which is the SWOT analysis, the strength, weaknesses, opportunity, threat analysis. So this is a very business-focused live, all right? So hang tight. I'm going to run through the document. Hello, and we've also got Vahiva. Hello, darling. And these guys are actually, before I get going, these guys are actually in my Master of Your Reality Work 5-day workshop. And they're doing beautiful work. They're really, really engaging. So I hope you both are really enjoying the 5-day process. I'm loving watching what's transferring here and transforming here. It's just beautiful. So thank you for joining the live as well. Okay, so I'm going to flick us over to the document. So just wait until the screen catches up. There we go. Okay, so this, as I said, is the document that came out on Tuesday. If you missed getting the document, raise your hands in this replay. So when I've finished this, or you can even put it in the chat now if you're here, or if you watch the replay, and we'll get that out to you. All right. So the reason why I worked hard on this one is because what I felt in my 20 plus years in business, I've tried to broaden, I guess, your understanding of the typical areas of strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. What are the analysis areas? What are the discovery areas that we typically would want to look at in a business or starting a business? So the first one is competitive product. So we want to have a look at your product and how competitive it is. Does it have an edge? Is it unique? Does it stand out in some way? And interesting enough, I'm going through this with two young women that I'm mentoring in business. They've started their own business, and this is the first time that they've been as an entrepreneur. And it's really funny, you know, that there was fear in them this week because they're like, oh my God, people are copying what we're doing. Look at this. Look, this library's doing the same thing. And I said, you know what, guys, it's okay. There's no need to have fear in here. Actually enjoy the competition and look at what's happening and how they're presenting themselves, and make sure that you have your edge. Okay, you have your edge, because we've all got an edge in some way. Obviously, you need to have a little bit of an understanding about your brand, you know. And if this is something, again, that you're interested in learning, reach out, because I do a lot of work in brand work. Okay. Thank you guys for the love hearts. Greatly appreciated. So when we have a look at, I'm not going to go through every single bit because this document is for you. So when we're looking, though, at competitive edge, again, we go through each of the areas. We reflect on each question deeply, considering the product's current standing. We research if we need to get a better understanding of the competitors, and we regularly revisit and update, especially after a product launch or a significant market event. So in the world of coaching and consulting, often we are releasing products, we're releasing programs, we're launching events, we're doing events. So there's a lot of this going on where we really should be regularly revisiting the data, what's been shown from our product. So is our offer irresistible? Is our coaching getting to the right people? So are we getting our dream clients? So you go in your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. So what I've actually done here, extension on what I've seen out there, and I really wanted to make a difference in this for everybody that follows me, is, you know, really provide you extensive ways of getting curious, because that's what I'm all about. Yep. So even in every box of these, in every section, I give you prompt questions that you really should be looking at and answering in the analysis. Okay, is that pretty cool? Can I get some love in that? Because I don't see many SWOT analysis templates that give you that. They kind of go, do your strengths, Do your weaknesses, but very rarely do they actually have the questions, the prompt questions. Thank you so much, guys. So I love the work that we've done in this document because I really believe it's going to support you in understanding the power of a SWOT analysis and what it can do. All right. So then we move into lots of room for you to brainstorm, new product idea. Okay, so this is when we evaluate the potential of your innovative concept. So take a moment again to revision the final version of your product. So get to that final. So it could be your course, it could be a new program, it could be an event. Okay, it could be a product that you're a brand partner of or you're affiliated with, and now you're going to be launching that product as something that you use to gain customers or build your team. Okay, so many, many ways that we could look at this. So when we're looking at our strengths in this area, we're really wanting to bring in any of the members of the team. So anyone that's working with you, they could be VAs, they could be other coaches, they might be, admin staff, whatever it is. We need to bring in all those team members and or potential customers. So what you could do with this potential customer area, and I advise this a lot with my clients, particularly my coaching clients, but also very much in any consulting role, is that you run some like beta testing, if we want to call it that. So you run an event or you run a masterclass or you run a session where you ask for people to come to that event to get their feedback. All right. So they might get the product for free. They might get part of the product for free, whatever it is. So you're giving them for their time, you're giving them something in return, and you're asking them for their feedback, right? You're asking them for your feedback. Yeah, it's a really, really, really great way of, before you even launch it to the public, whether or not you think you're hitting the mark. Because again, if you're really clear on who the product's going to, right, who you're messaging to, who your client or your customer is, then you're going to be able to draw in the right people to go through this process to give you the information that you need before you large scale it. Okay, make sense? Yeah. So again, I've got all the prompt questions in here for you: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Then you would move into competitive SWOT analysis, where you look at your business against the competition. So against the competition, you think about your main competitors and the broader market landscape. And you've got to be really objective. Recognizing weaknesses is a step towards improvement. Listen to that again, yeah? Be objective. Recognizing weaknesses is a step towards improvement. This is the power of clarity. That's why clarity has power. And the more work we recognize, not just in the strengths, but in those weakness areas, we can turn those weaknesses into our superpowers, particularly in business. All right. So you'd be gathering up the data and the feedback. Maybe it's from couple of those sessions that you've run with your potential customers, whatever method, your team members, whatever it is that you're gathering up. This is where you're really making sure that you've got the data, you've got the information, and you understand how that compares or that shows its uniqueness against the competition. Yeah, makes sense? Because I could probably guarantee you, regardless if you're a coach or a consultant, brand partner, whatever it is that you are in business, there's somebody else doing it. There's possibly thousands of people doing it. Interesting enough, some data came out, and I'm more than happy to throw this into our group. You might be interested. I actually should have just done it, but I'll do it now because I think you'll love it. And it gives you the data of our industry, as in consulting and coaching. And it is one of the highest growing industries in the world. So there's billions of money that's being made in coaching and consulting at the moment. So we're in an awesome industry where we've got so much potential to have some of that billions of dollars. So competition is healthy. It's not something to run away from. But if you're naive about it and you choose to stick your head in the sand and just focus on what you're doing and not be aware of what's available out there, then that's not being business savvy. Okay. Always need to know your business against the competition. Then we would move through down to strategic. So this is charting the future course of your business, where you're reflecting on the long-term vision and mission. You're really considering both present circumstances and future projections. You're engaging key stakeholders for diverse insights, or you're updating the analysis during some annual kind of strategic reviews, which is what I do all the time in my business. So in my business, I actually run a Monday and a Friday strategic meeting where we look at what we've delivered, how we've served, the engagement, what is, what we can observe has happened with what we've offered, and we discuss this concept of what were the strengths, what do we see worked, what do we feel worked, where are the weaknesses, what could we do to improve next week, what opportunities could we now look at because we've got that knowledge, and do we know what's happening around us? Is it relevant to what we can see people are needing, our people, our person? Okay, so in my opinion, again, this is a regular thing, and I work with my clients intensely in this. It is something that I really do believe we just don't honor and respect enough, and we don't spend enough time on our long-term vision and make sure that we're tapping in regularly, making sure that we are still in line with our long-term vision, because we evolve, we grow, we want more, we learn. So then we need to keep going back to that long-term vision and make sure that what we're doing strategically now is in the right path, still in the path that we want to go. We haven't diverted off too much. Okay, so strategic SWOT, and you've got the prompts all the way through there again. And we have operational. Of course, we have to have operational. So this is how we optimize the daily business functions. Very, 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 very important. These are all your routine processes and your tasks within your business. So seek input, get out there either with team members or mentors and coaches. Don't feel like you have to do it all on your own, because you seriously don't. If you seek out the right support around you, they would have all of the knowledge and all of the things that you need to implement. Right? Stay in your field of genius rather than doing a lot of the work when it's already probably being done for you. Okay, so seek it out. Prioritize your actions. Again, the work that I do with the women that I work with, it is all about time management, productivity, and prioritizing. Massive. It is such a difference between someone that becomes very successful and someone that takes a very long time to get where they want to get to, perhaps even tire out. All right. And again, it's always about reviewing. It's always about knowing your product. It's always about knowing operationally what you should change. And I have 4 rules that I work on, and all my women that I work with work on it. Eventually, they might go, I don't want to do that. And eventually they take them up. It's do, delete, defer, delegate. Okay. So those 4 areas of D's is pretty much what you should be doing in planning of each week, each day, sometimes. All right. But certainly when you're doing this sort of work, analysis work. So I hope that you're really inspired by this document. And again, maybe if you thought, it's just a SWOT template, I've seen 500,000 of those. Maybe now with this explanation, you're like, oh, shit, this one's actually a bit different. I do want it. Remember, it's not too late. Just let me know in the comments below when this is posted that you need the guide, the template. All right. Now, before I do go, I just want to mention that we wonderfully, even though we're already in an event, but that's how we roll around here, we've already finalised our February event, and the registration page is open. I think Angela I think you're the first person that's registered. You were right. You were quick as. Yes, you've already. I've checked it. I checked it today. But this is a business breakthrough masterclass on the 18th of February, 9:30 till 12:30. So it's 3 hours broken up into 3 hour sessions, and we're going to be looking at what I believe are some very important things to know and have strategies for to get anything to do in coaching and consulting moving with pace. All right. So we're going to be looking at it's an ultimate avatar builder. So we're going to be looking at your niche and your client. We're going to be having a look at how you message to them. So what marketing machines are you using and how are you, getting that message out on your socials? And we're also going to have a little bit of a look at what I call kind of the four things that we really should be thinking about in this space, in this online space. And that's around, who are you? And I asked 3 questions, but they fall into 3 steps. Who are you as a coach or a consultant? Who are you wanting to coach and consult or sell products to? And how are you going to do it? Okay, so how do you want to do it, which is probably a little bit more important. So check out that. I'm going to drop in the registration. I'm really excited about this one because this is our first very business-focused masterclass. It is, again, a little bit of an edge that we've changed a little bit of what we're going to be doing this year. And I'm very focused on business and mindset and working with women in business or women wanting to start their business. So each month we'll be changing it from a mindset program to a business program. So February is all about business. So we will be releasing, along with this masterclass, a 4-week breakthrough program, okay, business breakthrough program, which is going to give you about 6 modules to assist you in all that you need to know starting up your business or getting that income that maybe you're looking for. All right. So in particular, that program and the masterclass, I'm giving you the secrets that I actually used when I started my coaching business and made $100,000 in less than 100 days. Okay, so I'm giving you some of my secrets that I used, and I'm really, really excited about giving them to you because I know that we all, we're all finding it a little tough out there, and we're looking for the answers, but maybe we might be looking in the wrong place. So maybe our house is the right place to come and have a look at and spend some time in. So that breakthrough program is on offer. The programs are all going to be run from our Courageous Collective. So if you haven't heard about this special new group and you're not a part of it, you should be, okay? Because you get all our free tickets and a lot of our materials sitting in there. So have a look out for the registration below. Get yourself registered. There's a VIP option. Check it out. That's all I'm saying, all right? Check it out. There's a lot that we're putting in to this VIP pass, more than we ever have, okay? So on that note, I'm going to go. And I'm absolutely loving what we're doing in our Master of Your Reality 5-day workshop. I'm absolutely loving it. You should see what's going on. So don't miss these events moving on. As long as you're a part of the Courageous Collective, you never will. All right. So we're going to pop the link to the Courageous Collective group also in the comments. So I'll see you real soon. Thank you for the ladies. Oh, hello, Trina. I didn't see you sneak in. All right. So thank you for being here, listening to this. It can be a topic. SWOT analysis can be like, but it also, you can change the way you think about that. And hopefully I've done that by putting this beautiful template together for you to really show you the way. So I'll see you real soon. Bye for now.